Heat up now. In the morning. I like my thing. Oh shit, I know I'm online, goddamn it. Okay. I know I was supposed to stream yesterday, but doing some shit in the mountain. I'm here to understand that we are young. As a matter of fact, that is right in the mountain. Yeah, what's up, people? Ladies and gentlemen of the brewery. That's still funny. Ethan Clyde gets banned from Twitter. That is still so funny. Ethan Clyde gets banned from Twitter. Like, that's stupid. But hey, that's for my other channel. So hey, you watching this on YouTube? That's something we're gonna speak on my other channel, my vlogging channel. But this is my gaming channel. If you're watching this on Twitter, then we'll talk about it. In the morning, I like to put titty sprinkles on my pancake. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, bop-bop. Scooby-Doo, bop-bop. And that's how we do it in our, in America. Come on, man. No, I'm just playing. Just playing. You need a good and calculator to the point. Look inside and realize that me and Super in the morning. That's when I put attention. Do you have a fight, man? I like this game. I actually do. And I'm posting all this stuff up on my Twitter and on my Facebook, and so I had to get it out there. Like I gotta say blah 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 blah. Man, Twitter's gonna lose a lot of people. Nobody's gonna pay no $8 for a verification. Like, plus you giving too many fake accounts the rights to do that. So, Elon Musk, you already messed up. Like, you messed up doing that. Like you messed up already. You already, dude, I understand that you want people to have freedom of speech, but when it comes down to things, man, you need to be more careful on what you do. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, I know you want people to have freedom of speech, but when it comes down to it, you just gotta be careful.
Continue. The seas of.
Gotta be careful. That's just me being me. I'm sorry. That's how I see it, man. You just gotta be careful. Like, I'm not like, I'm just saying, you gotta be more careful when you run a site like Twitter. Oh, what's up, people? Hello, how you doing? No, I'm just saying. You know what?
Harald's colors. Already marking his territory.
Marking? God, he's spraying like a horny
Harald
pup.
may be young. Clever, but he's clever. Not underestimate him. Came of age very quickly.
You there? What are you doing? What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Thornburg, warrior.
All you know what the fuck I'm doing is just find and speak to Sergey. Great. Yellow. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going, man. I'm pretty much looking for this guy, Sergey. Whatever his name. Sergis.
Inventory. World. Hold
Okay,
a fast
I gotta
travel.
find out what
Hold a fast travel. The seas of fate. Heart. The seas of fate. Heart of battle for the northern way. Chapter.
You look like you know a thing or two about dice.
No, I ain't wasting my fucking money on that dice game. But Fucker.
Come. Come. A little dice never caused any harm.
It's Eivor. It's Eivor. Open the door. Open the door.
Come in. Keep your voice down. We'll alert Harald's men.
Where will we live? Where will we live?
The English will fight back. The wars will never end.
They will push us into the Christian ways.
Quiet all! Quiet all!
Okay.
Two days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven Clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harald?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward to newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages. I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing, in a land we do not know, among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
We take the resources to England. We leave the resources for Steerport. We take the resources to England. We leave the resources for Steerport. We take the resource.
If we go, we will need all the help we can get. I say we take Kjotve's spoils for our own.
I abhor such theft. But if this is what it takes to sway you to my cause, I accept.
Styrbjörn will prosper by the generosity of his new king. Kjotve's goods belong to us.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops. How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
What if I can zip on down? Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da! Badass bitch. What if I can do anything?
How can I help?
Let me see your services.
Let me see your services.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
Yggdrasil leaf.
Yggdrasil leaf.
Mythical light shield.
Mythical light shield.
In head.
In head.
Varen's axe.
Varen's axe.
Superior bearded axe.
Superior bearded axe.
In head. Carol. Honish bow.
Honish bow.
Do you need anything else?
Let me see your
Let me see your
I will free you from this bond.
And I will be ready when you need me.
Alright. Ain't got enough materials to do some things. A little bit change, but dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm in the water. In the water. Alright.
I don't like the way those soldiers watch soldiers.
I find it flattering. I find it flattering.
I think one will marry you and carry you off to the capital.
Would he?
Would he? Take his pleasure and move on, you moon-eyed magpie, leaving you with a little soldier to race by yourself.
Jú, en fyrra var einslegt. Harpa kemur muni sáð vera í jörð ef Freyr vill.
So, man, they some hooches, man. They be hating like hell. They some haters. Instigators, masturbators. They some haters, man.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. The act of leaving so beloved a home. There's a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. Die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I am ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Oh, here, we in trouble. Oh, shit. Run like a bitch.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga in England.
Nonsense. Your place is here at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise. There's nothing for me here. I must go make my name in the world.
And you have plundered Fornburg's resources, I see. You leave nothing behind but your honor.
You left me no choice. I entered the Alvin Prince. I left the son of a Jarl.
There are always choices, Sigurd. I will not stand between you and yours, but I do not accept it. 17 winters ago, I opened my door to you, Eivor. And now, your only thanks is to rob me. I should have left you to the wolves.
Sad old elk. Do not carry his words with you to England. He brought this day upon himself.
I know.
That's bullshit.
Tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool.
Put some muscle into
those
Ration your
bulls.
strength. Ration your have an ocean to cross. Have an ocean to
All right, you lazy backroads. Sigurd, what's our course? What's our
The sons
course?
of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Sagi, sing a song to lift our hoof.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far side, a new kingdom.
Know England well from your travels.
I spent the season in their kingdom of Mercia. Lush and wild.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny.
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I like how they all sound like they're fucking Irish. Like I'm listening to Jacksepticeye, but I'm not trying to be mean to Jack. I like them. Holy shit! What is this? What is it? Oh my god! Telling me, what the fuck is this? I don't know what it is. Leadership to take the military are bandit. I don't even know who this female is right now. Get in the mountain. And that little boo-boo on it. Uh-oh. Trying to get a drink of water, she knows What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that behind her?
Thanks, Sean.
Now I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was behind her ear.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything? You're a long way from home, Eivor. You're a long way from home, Eivor.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm just pretty much roaming as this person. Oh my god, that is so amazing. That right there.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's not normal. It's not normal.
No, it's not. Was it supposed to be fucking dumb? I'm just playing. Just playing. Okay, we gotta. She found. Okay, here. She found Edinburgh. I don't even know how to say her name correctly. She found her. I mean, this land must have been land of the Vikings or Norwegians. Because they never called themselves Vikings, they called them Norwegians. Which...
Did you get my tea? Did you get my tea?
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
These are the same people that helped what's his name in the what was it? Brotherhood.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. It had better be worth it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
The messengers. The messengers. Isu mess. Rebecca. Before we meet at the site to see these,
I want you to see these.
Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek and came across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory is foggy. But the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all this. I don't know. Often I grasp outside of my area of expertise. I am enthusiastic but often wrong. Let something else strikes you. Layla. Isu messenger. Message 2. Excerpt. No surprise. You were designed to have boundaries, after all. And one cannot speak of that which one cannot conceive. The code. Equations that define life. They are nestled deep within every star, and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, a symbol. All part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It is the one rule which applies to us all. Immutable, inescapable. We know this. Humans were the instruments of an earlier species, the Isu. Resist the temptation to say superior. Different. They were better suited to some tasks, ill-suited to others. Possessed of a mind that we cannot know. But that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an Isu? What is it like to be a bat? The implication that the Isu could read time is interesting. Humans could read time, necessarily be in the same manner and for the same purpose. Whether constructed, or evolved, or a little of both as we are, we cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. A round disc on its edge is a wheel, on its side, a plate. How we use something can often determine its value and its perceived purpose.
Okay, that's the picture right here.
Isu. Message 3. Excerpt. Code.
Break the code.
Break the node.
Break the node.
These walls tell of a tragic story. Transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts. A story we could not alter. A mystery. Defying us. In plain sight. We tried. Our scholars and scientists. Poets and physicists. Bright minds. Rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The stories written into the walls of these rooms. The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. The Toba catastrophe. A supervolcanic event with a mass coronal ejection was the beginning of the end for the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen levels, and generally fucked things up. The Isu never recovered. By our estimations, the last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roost. This disaster was not unforeseen. Isu scientists had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades, before the catastrophe occurred. To protect themselves, they worked feverishly to find a solution. 6 methods they tried, but due to a toxic combination of hubris, political infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising, and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond used when he saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. This voice laments the compounded failure of their species. The truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us. Success deferred. Then this message. Break the code. Break the node. Insistent. And very puzzling.
Oh yeah, see that's why I was thinking of Desmond.
Message 4. Excerpt. Linear continuity is a simulation that allows for variations. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes. Choke points. Moments where algorithms converge the flows of possibilities to a single moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid. Continuous. Nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses the paths into nodes which branch out again and again. Can you feel the wave collapsing? Trying to course correct Desmond's act of defiance. The incoming node needs the world to end. The algorithms have been carving the flow of possibilities towards that end. 100 years now. Collapse the wave. Well outside my area of expertise. Must contact someone who knows this shit better. But what it seems to be saying, the structure of the universe is built in such a way that certain events are compelled to occur. A bottleneck through which space-time flows, and one nearly impossible to avoid. There is something about this catastrophe, the one Desmond averted in 2012, that compels it to return. To our fear or pain. It is a tidal wave, rippling across the sea of space. It crashed once against the dike, and that stopped it for a time. But the sea rears back for another strike, and another. That gives some clarity to what is happening now, all around us. But it remains unclear how to change it, especially from within an animus, a simulation within a simulation. Message 5. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are combinations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to. Neither more nor less. There are parts of preferred you to remain blind to.
It was a necessity.
It was a necessity.
If we could suddenly see time,
that
would not guarantee the same
perception the Isu possessed.
Let us speak of time as an entity,
if we may.
Let us say that time is a perceivable
fact in the same way that light is a fact.
The ability to see this fact in no way guarantees
a sympathetic view.
There are creatures stumbling around this
earth that red light differently than we do,
and for different purposes. Humans see in a well-known spectrum. Roy G. Biv. This sense of color is confined to the three cones we possess. Yet nocturnal creatures see with a different purpose.
For a different purpose.
Night stalking,
hunting,
lurking. They evolved in concert
with their needs and are now constrained by them.
As are we. Light is only a fact
seen askance and used differently by different species.
To suggest that we might read time is to imply we have a specific
use for time.
Okay.
Isu met. Message 6. The next chapter is
unstoppable.
And yet, the greatest revolutions
sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility. Do they not?
Reality is a simulation. Break the code. And in so doing, escape the inescapable. The animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain
what it could not see.
Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. Your animus is different. As is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could make that leap.
And make possible it defies the order of things that are.
It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality
out there from within the confines of an animus,
simulation
within this so-called simulation.
I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can extract what might have been. Calculations of time. I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real. Facts do matter. But from any moment in time I choose within the animus. I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world what if. What if Bayek and Aya
had stayed together?
What if
Kemu had not been murdered?
Suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge. For a better understanding of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am, in a sense, a reader of the calculations. As the Isu were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future. To predict. To correct. To avoid. That would be worth something.
This is all Des. Like they talking about Des.
The staff of Eden. The staff of Hermes Trismegistus. Acquired from the Eagle Bearer. Cassandra. 2018. Presumed manufacture date. Late day Isu singularity age. 75,100 BCE/2200 IE. This staff, one of many Isu staves known to us, and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average human and Isu lifespans, and is presumed to have the ability to living creatures in critical or suspended states. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead. This seems unlikely. Based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure on a broad scale. It is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repairs so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon, infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the Isu's wireless energy lattice. The staff has also acted as a conduit or container for the person called Alethea. It is not known if this personality is Alethea's original consciousness or a simulation of the original original.
Neuroscientists would call this a difference. As of early 2019, the entity known as Alethea has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories dash as Alethea has dubbed me remains unclear. Known bearers: Hermes Trismegistus, 75,175,000 IE. Pythagoras, 6th century BCE, 5th century BCE. Cassandra, 4th BCE.
This is Hermes' staff, which that's Greek mythology. So y'all sitting up here with
my stuff. Picture.
Greek mythology.
Picture.
Ooh, those are Northern Lights. And that's where they found Homegirl.
Secure share. Staff of the mailbox. From Rami Hassan to Layla Hassan. Date May 11th, 2020. Subject. No. Thanks for clearing that up in such profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. Ram dash from Layla Hassan to Rami Hassan. Date May 10th, 2020, 2:38 a.m. Subject. No. I don't have COVID. No. And I'm well isolated. It's just three of us. Traveling together. Staying out of sight. L. Subject. From Rami Hassan to Layla Hassan. Date May 2nd, 2020. Subject. Disappearing for a while. I don't like the sound of any of this. Layla, and I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you. Doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell father that you no longer work for Epsilon would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about. How his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it covered? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else. Call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you are safe. Ram dash from Layla Hassan to Rami Hassan. Date May 1st, 2020, 1:39 a.m. Subject. Disappearing for a while. Rami. Forgive the short email. I wanted to call. But I'm not using phones right now. My time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research. And it was. But not for A. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story. And I won't bother you with the details. But it wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email. But they've shown me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year. Bad. More than once. I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic. It is. But I'm not in danger. Not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that. Do I sound paranoid? A little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with.
Alright. Is this Rami and
Subject. From to Layla Hassan. Date
January 19,
January 19,
2020,
10:37 a.m.
10:37 a.m.
Subject.
Next
Read.
steps.
Next steps.
Good. Asterisk.
From
Layla Hassan.
Layla Hassan.
2.
Two.
Date. January 19,
January 19,
2020, 10:34 a.m.
10:34 a.m.
Subject.
Subject.
Next
Read.
steps.
Next steps.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Asterisk.
From
2. Layla
Two.
Hassan.
Layla Hassan.
Date. January 17,
January 17,
2020,
2020,
3:12
p.m.
Subject.
Subject.
Next steps.
L.
One last message.
One last
after
message.
which all communication,
between us via this
or
account
any other
or any
will
other
cease.
will cease.
We have our own ways
We
of
have
talking,
our own ways of
methods
talking,
that cannot be
methods
snipped.
or traced.
Your previous team made
Previous
this mistake.
team made this mistake.
They knew the risks.
They knew the
but
risks.
They were sloppy.
But they were
Left
sloppy.
traces of their
Left
activity
traces
on
of their
everything.
activity on everything.
Digital fingerprints
Digital
everywhere.
Everywhere.
That will not happen with
That
us.
will not happen with us.
My colleagues tell me
My
the
colleagues
initial
tell
meeting
me
went
the
well.
initial meeting.
They are impressed.
They are
If a
impressed.
little wary of
If
the
a little
influence
wary
your
of
new
the
toy has
influence
on
your
you.
new toy has on you.
But they most
know
what it
better
means
than
to
most
live
what
with
it
such a
means to
burden.
live with such a burden.
I am curious to know
I am
more about
curious to
this
know
era
more
of
about
memories
this era of
epithet.
memories epithet.
It's a phrase
It
we
is
have
not a
heard in
phrase
all
we
our
have heard
decades
in
of
all our
research.
decades of research.
In a few weeks' time,
In a few weeks'
we will
time,
contact you
we
once
will
more.
contact you once more.
If you are interested in
If you are
proceeding,
interested in
follow
proceeding,
our instructions
follow
to
our
the letter.
instructions to the letter.
If you are not interested,
If you are not interested,
or if you break any
or
of
if
our
you break
protocols,
any of our protocols,
this will be the last
this
time
will
you
be
hear
the last
from us.
time you hear from us.
Take this to heart.
Take this to heart.
The world is sick.
The world is
and
sick
getting sicker.
and getting sicker.
The Earth's magnetic
The
field
Earth's
is
magnetic
growing
field
stronger.
is growing.
Are falling from the
Satellites
sky.
are falling from the sky.
Earthquakes are getting more
Earthquakes
frequent. Are becoming more and more frequent.
More and more frequent.
And now we have credible
And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus
Asia.
sweeping through Asia.
It can feel like we're living
through a Yassian nightmare. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world.
In many ways we are.
In many ways we are.
But there is hope.
But there is hope.
There is a cure.
There is a cure.
Us.
Us.
In the past few months,
we
have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message. A very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution,
join us.
If not,
we.
Subject.
Re.
From. 2. Layla Hassan. Date. December 27, 2019. 5:51 p.m. Subject. Re. You have a gift and a curse. The gift of old blood. The curse of not understanding it. We can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault. But you must take responsibility for it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Asterisk. From Layla Hassan. 2. Date. December 27, 2019. 5:34 p.m. Subject. You. Who the fuck is this? Asterisk. From 2. Layla Hassan. Date. December 27, 2019. 4:49 p.m. Subject. You. L. Would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles?
Seeing like she's brother.
Files. English. Layla, as you traipse about England, and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones, more accurately, they operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain. So I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or a loss of faith. Not sure. But we do know that it was several hundred years before the hidden ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. From our own archives, I believe there were six main bureaus operating in the Roman period. Leicestershire, London, Winstret, York,
York, Essex, Gloucestershire. These won't be the Saxon names, so you'll have to read between lines. Animus anomalies. Bex noticed these, about 10, embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Devore's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce occipital shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? Session. Animus Session Report. Date, November 3rd, 2014. Operator, Rebecca Crane. Subject, Sean Hastings. Reporter, William Miles. Preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancients into the Templars as we know them today has always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. It is commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1019 CE, and this indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this we can safely assume that the Templar Order, entity distinct from the Order of the Ancients, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. With an aim to expand our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various matrilineal and patrilineal lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries, in search of assassins or Templars in his bloodline. He found none of minor interest. However, was the following personage, here noted for the peculiarity of his bio. Media. Strength.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Strangemessage.wave.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total brat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. confused the button. Sorry, here we go.
Dead.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. Stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Well, until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, Bex, and Lucy that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Desmond.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing, like a figure in the corner of my eye. or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenwhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy... God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if maybe one day we might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Trash.
I mean,
my
what?
over. Letter to M and Madame Bibo. My name is Layla Hassan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's at Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. In all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence and her humor and her ability to focus, even in times of great stress. She was an inspiration, not just to me, but to all those who worked with her. I am writing to you now with the hope of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you have probably never heard, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear. But if you'll allow me, I will try. I was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for.
Damn.
That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Soothing. Soothing. You mind if I put some music on? Go for it. Cool.
Really? You gonna stand there and just rock out with your cock out?
Sean has been
Strange
busy.
message. Press B close. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen. Nothing corrupted. Just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. So what is it? A cryptic sound file. Voice unknown.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect, so the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Mucho. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter, my group page, my fan page. Don't forget to even check out my OnlyFans. It's the best content, not of me. And don't forget to check it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell for